Happy Sunday, y'all. It's your boy Michael C. We're gonna talk about Cameron Grimes. Yeah, Cameron Grimes, they threw his ass in the trash. Like, they didn't do nothing with him. He had a handful of matches. They just took him off. And, like, he had a lot of potential. They built him up, and then they didn't do nothing with him. So that's the fucking shit I'm talking about. They call these people up to the main roster. They don't use them, and then they fire them. His career went to the trash. They called him up to SmackDown. He had some appearances. He had a match. And then he was losing matches, and they didn't do nothing with him. Then he got let go. He got fired. Yeah, man, it's bullshit, man. They can't be doing this shit. Like, WWE, they need to stop doing it. They hire these people. They call them up to the main roster. They build them up. Then they don't use them. Then they get fired. They lose their job, or they go somewhere else and they become a champion. I think Cameron Grimes had potential. They just didn't use him. You know what I mean? I think that if he would have went, like, stayed in NXT, I think he should have went back to NXT. He should have he could have had a better chance. In NXT, he was winning matches. He was doing good in NXT, but then when he got called up to SmackDown, nothing. They fumbled his ass. And let me know in the comments if you guys think they threw him in the trash, or they fumbled him, or they just wasted his potential. They wasted his time too. It was, I don't know who. I think at the time it was Vince McMahon who was making these matches. They wasted his potential. I think if he'd have waited to go to SmackDown or got drafted to SmackDown when Triple H took over, I think he probably would have stayed on SmackDown. He probably would have been used more. Probably. I said probably. I don't know. Like, cause now, like, you gotta think about it. If you're not a top superstar, if you're not putting on shows and people ain't cheering for you, if you're not being over with the crowd, if you don't get no reaction, basically you don't get shit. You get no push, you don't get nothing. So that way, like, I think that's what happened. They didn't see no potential in him. They didn't see nothing in him. They didn't see that he was worth anything. So they kicked his ass. They threw his ass in the trash. They kicked his ass to the curb. They fired his ass. They wasted his whole career. Like, it's a damn shame. Like, that's what happens, man. Like, it's a gamble. Basically, it's basically a gamble. Most like it is like either you get pushed or you don't get pushed, or you just off on the sideline, or you don't get nothing, or you just wasted talent. Like, that dude got buried. They buried his ass bad. They fumbled him. They didn't push him. They didn't do nothing with him. They just like, fuck it. Let's just throw his ass in the trash. I think it was Vince McMahon at the time when Cameron Grimes got fired. Or I don't know when it was, but yeah. So I think it was when Triple H took over. I don't know. They didn't do anything with him. They threw his ass in the trash. They just didn't use him. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you go into WWE or any company, if they don't use you and they don't use your full potential, they don't see shit in you. Just like basketball. If you're a basketball player and you sit on the bench, and then they find somebody better, how are they supposed to know if you're good or not? I mean, you get drafted. Like, basically, if you get drafted, they gotta use you. It's like in wrestling. So if you make the draft, if you make it, if you get drafted or not, they gotta use you. Point is simple. It's this period. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like, if you don't get used, your career's done. Nobody can look back to it. It's like this. Basically, when you go out there and then you have your music, nobody cheers for you, nobody says anything, it's just killing your career. Every time you come out, nobody says anything. They don't know who you are. They're not cheering for you because you was in the back the whole time. He could have went to NXT. Cameron Grimes could have just stayed in NXT and got, like, you know, his music said through the moon. He got thrown into the trash. They threw his ass in the trash like a basketball player. They just got rid of his ass. But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notification bell so you know when I drop another video. This is my take on Cameron Grimes. They just trashed him. They wasted his potential. You know, this is my take on it. This is my opinion. Basically, that's what happened. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to blow up. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. And I see you in the next video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps out the algorithm and it helps out my channel too. And watch these videos too. Make sure y'all watch the videos. Like, comment, share. And I'm out. I see you in the next one. Peace.